Welcome to 7 Days of Rest and a Return to Essence. And I'm Tammy Hay, and I'm going to lead you through sprouting today. So I'm going to be a raw food chef for this time. And I want to talk about the essence of sprouting. Sprouting is such an economical way to have living food all winter. So as you can see, I'm going to turn my little screen around and I have a little fire going. I'm going to show you there's not much growing that's going on outside right now. I'm in a winter wonderland. So what I get to do is I get to grow inside, which is easy, economical, fun. And the beautiful thing about sprouts is that they're living food until you eat them. So here I soaked some lentils overnight, some organic lentils, and I order my sprouts in Canada from a place called Mums, M-U-M-M-S, a beautiful family-run organic sprouting place. And I'm going to show you a little video of my friend Lisa demonstrating jar sprouts. And then if we have time later on in our 7 days, I'm going to show you her demoing some tray sprouts. So these are lentils soaked overnight. Here I'm soaking some fenugreek, and I'm just going to soak it overnight. I'm going to put a little sprouting lid on, but what I also do is I sometimes just buy a roll of screen. I cut little squares when I'm teaching sprouting classes, and I just put a little bit of screen on and put an elastic around. And then I'm just going to drain this. It's fenugreek. I don't know, it's not a very popular sprout, but they're amazing. They're really antibacterial and antifungal, as many sprouts are, but they're also really high in the ability to detoxify the body, and give us lots of living food in the winter when our enzymes and our ability to produce enough oxygen in a more of an oxygen deprived climate. Here I have some tray sprouts. They're starting to get a little overrun, but these are buckwheat sprouts and pea sprouts together in one tray with some soil. It's germinated for a short time, spread on some soil, and kept in a dark place until they started to sprout. And then here we go. This is after 8 days of sprouting. So this is living food all winter. When we go to the store and we get our produce from maybe California and Canada, the bioavailability of the nutrients in it are really minimal compared to what we can get in our sprouts, which are living the highest biodynamic available food on the planet, especially this time of year. I'm going to read you a poem, and then we're going to go on and watch a video from my friend Lisa at sprouting.com. And then we're going to end with a little video of my granddaughter just chomping away on sprouts. She grazes on her sprouts. So as we begin this time, I want to invite you all to the nourishment as presence. Okay, nourishment as presence. What would it be like to be fully present in our relationship to nourishment? In full presence, we would strive to nourish ourselves not only with food and water, but love food and pure structure, absorbable water, like we get in sprouts. Do you see your essence in my eyes, in the soil you walk upon? Do you still remember how to walk the beauty way? Do we see earth as reflections of all water and thirst? Can we nourish the space into deep hydration awakening? Can we just breathe together? Our sacrum earthbound, our hearts entangled, kinship dissolving shadow illusion. Can we be seen and not shrink back into something more familiar? Distraction and clutter. Can you sit with me? Can we sprout together? Our breath and heartbeats and Earth's pulse, our only compass. I welcome you today to our day of sprouting and living food as structured, hydrated water to bring our 99.9% of our body molecules back into a hydrated state. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video, Lisa, and my little grandbaby, and we will return to day 2 tomorrow.
show you the 3 simple steps to growing your own sprouts. The first step is to soak your seeds, and then you rinse them twice a day and watch them grow. So the first step to growing sprouts in your own kitchen is to soak the seeds. So I'm going to grow broccoli, radish, and a crunchy bean mix. Now for smaller seeds like broccoli, you want to use about a tablespoon or so in a jar. For medium-sized seeds like this radish, I'm going to use a couple tablespoons. And for peas, lentils, chickpeas, or mixes like this crunchy bean mix, I'm going to use about half a cup. Now I'm just going to fit screens over these jars with an elastic band. And really any screen, netting, or tool will work for this, as long as the holes are small enough that the seeds won't come through the screen. Next, I'm just going to give the seeds a quick rinse to clean them off. And then fill the jar about halfway with water. Just give it a little swirl. Fill the jar about halfway. Soak my seeds between 4 to 6 hours. The only exception is going to be these broccoli seeds. They're from the cabbage family, and any seeds from the cabbage family shouldn't be soaked more than 2 hours. But all other seeds, soak in between 4 and 6 hours. That's perfect. It'll work fine. There we go. The second step to growing sprouts in your kitchen is to rinse the seeds. So now that I've let my seeds soak for between 4 and 6 hours, I'm just going to give them a gentle swirl and drain the water out. I'm going to try to get most of the water out of the jar, maybe give it a little shake. Now you can see the seeds have kind of clumped near the mouth of the jar. That's fine, it's not a big deal, but it's better just give them a little shake, spread them out a bit. And I'm just going to set them in a bowl. You can use a dish rack or even prop them in your sink, as long as it's clean. And that just allows for air circulation and it lets the excess water drain out. So I'm going to do the same thing with my broccoli seeds. Swirl. Drain all the water out. Give them a little shake. And prop them in a bowl. Now you want to rinse your seeds twice a day, but if you have to go somewhere and you miss a rinse, it's not a big deal. The sprouts will still grow. There we go. The third step to growing your own sprouts is the most fun. You just have to watch them grow. So in between rinses, I just set my seeds on the counter away from direct sunlight. Now the growing time varies depending on the seed that you're using. Lentils, peas, garbanzos, this crunchy bean mix take about 3 days to grow. You can tell that they're ready when you see the little white tail growing out of the seed. And these types of seeds are often used in cooking. They're great tossed in a soup, and they're often used in baking as well. Other seeds like broccoli, radish, red clover, alfalfa take about 5 days to grow. And then there are other seeds like garlic, chives, onions, and dill that take about 10 to 12 days to grow. Don't worry too much about how long a sprout takes to grow or when it's going to be ready. Just try it as it sprouts and use it when you like it. You might notice if you're growing broccoli or radish that the roots of these sprouts get tiny little white hairs on them. Don't worry, that's perfectly normal. These kind of sprouts just develop a really extensive root hair system. So if you see that fuzzy white hair, it's nothing to worry about. Now, if I'm leaving home for a couple days and I won't be able to rinse my seeds, I just pop some plastic over the mouth of the jar and stick it in the fridge. And when I come back, I just take the plastic off and continue rinsing as normal. And to store your sprouts, just make sure that they're fairly dry and well drained, and then pop them in a container. Seal it, and they store in the fridge for up to 2 weeks. I hope you've enjoyed our video on how to grow healthy, fresh sprouts in your own kitchen. If you have any questions about sprouting, please visit our website at www.sprouting.com.